In today's episode, I will share 3 tactics you can implement to grow an account filled with people who will benefit from you, your values, your message, and your offer. My goal is to help you attract potential clients who will choose to buy from you, not from your competitors. Welcome to At What Point, the podcast where we dive into the real, raw, and rewarding journey of personal and professional growth. I'm Catherine, your host, here to guide you through mindset shifts, powerful aha moments, and the resilience it takes to thrive no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're climbing the corporate ladder, taking the leap into entrepreneurship, or just looking for that boost of motivation, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I'm sure you can relate. It's like I'm excited to see my online friends, those strangers who don't know me personally but have been supporting me for years. And at the same time, I get overwhelmed because I want to connect with even more people whom I can help spread my message, educate, and motivate throughout their journey. And guess what? The so-called algorithm doesn't always make it easy. So let's start with the question I get asked most often. How do I attract people who are genuinely interested in what I have to offer? The answer is simple: engagement. Yes, you hear me right. You must engage with other accounts, but not just any accounts. You need to be intentional about it. Here's what I want you to do. First, grab a pen and paper or open a new document in your computer. Let's make a quick list. I want you to find 2 accounts of the gurus in your industry. You know who I'm talking about, right? The experts who have a massive following and are seen as the go-to voices in your field. Write their names down. Next, think of 3 accounts of people who are a few steps ahead of you. Let's say 3 to 5 steps. These are the individuals who might not be at the guru level yet, but are successfully navigating their journey and are a bit further along than you. Write these names down too. And lastly, find 2 accounts of people who are at the same stage as you. They are in the trenches, just like you, working hard to grow and connect. Jot down their names as well. Now, here's where the fun starts. For each of these accounts, I want you to look at the people who are engaging with their posts, the ones who are liking, commenting, perhaps sharing. Choose 3 of these engaged accounts for each guru, each person ahead of you, and each peer. Add these to your list. Then, over the next month, spend 10 minutes a day interacting with these accounts. Leave meaningful comments, engage with their stories, and show genuine interest. Be intentional. Only engage with content that resonates with you or aligns with your values. Why are we doing this? Because these engaged accounts are already in your industry and they follow the gurus because they share similar interests or pain points with your ideal clients. By engaging with them, you increase the chances of the algorithm showing your content to them, helping you expand your reach and attract people who are genuinely interested in what you have to offer. I know what you're thinking. Catherine, this sounds time consuming. Do I need to do this every day? The answer is no. This will take just about 10 minutes a day, 3 times per week, which adds up to only 30 minutes a week. I promise that if you are intentional and putting the upfront work, this will become a breeze. Now let's talk about the second tactic: content creation. When creating content, think about what your audience wants to hear, not just what you want to share. Always ask yourself, what's in it for them? what will make them stop scrolling and pay attention to what you have to say. If you're sharing something about your own routine, consider whether there is something relatable in it for them, something that might also experience in the past. And if you want to inspire them, remember that showing off is not always the best approach. If you decide to highlight your successes, do it through storytelling. This way, you don't come across as arrogant or flashy. Instead, you appear authentic and relatable. I also want to mention that I'm not a huge fan of overly educational content. Why? Because if all you do is educate your audience, they might feel they have no reason to buy from you. They are already getting all the information they need for free. Think about it. If your entire content strategy revolves around giving away all your knowledge, you risk making your audience feel self sufficient without ever having to invest in your services or products. So, what types of content perform the best? Inspirational, storytelling, and entertaining content. These types keep people engaged and wanting more. They create a connection and keep your audience coming back because they feel inspired, they relate to your stories, and they enjoy the content. Also, creating content around your pillars, those three main themes you want to be known for, can simplify the process. For example, my pillars are mindset, entrepreneurial life, and marketing. If you create just one piece of content for each pillar per week, you will have enough content for the entire month. It doesn't have to be complicated. And the last thing I want to share might not be what you want to hear, but it's key. Social media is a tool for your business, but it's not your business. Unless you are a social media manager, your business is not social media. We are not in the pandemic anymore, and you must have other ways to bring leads into your funnel that doesn't rely solely on social media. One of the biggest misconceptions I see out there is the promise of an online business overflowing with leads just from social media. Yes, this is possible, but it requires an investment in paid advertising. And let's be honest, most new entrepreneurs don't have the budget for that. Even if you do have the budget, the best advice I can give you is to start your business, set up your social media accounts, and craft your message. Become so good at it that you attract your ideal clients and the people you know will benefit from what you have to offer. Then, and only then, consider pay advertising. If you have been told otherwise, run. So let's wrap this up. I know social media can feel like a double edged sword. It's a love hate relationship for many of us. One moment it feels exciting, like you are connecting with a community that truly gets you. But then there are these moments where it feels like you are shouting into the void, putting in so much effort without seeing the return you hope for. It can be exhausting, frustrating, and make you wonder if it's all worth it. If you might even find yourself thinking, is this just another source of burnout? But here's the real question. At what point do we sit and decide to create a strategy that actually works for our business? Not a generic one size fits all approach, but a strategy that's tailored to your unique strengths and your specific audience. A strategy that helps you stand out, attract potential clients who resonate with you, your values, and your offerings. Clients who choose you over the competition because of the unique value you provide. It's about crafting a plan that fits your lifestyle, your energy, and your passion. Because here's the thing, when your strategy aligns with who you are and what you're genuinely excited about, it doesn't feel like a drain. It doesn't feel like a never ending hustle. It feels purposeful. It feels aligned. And that's when you start to see real growth, not just in numbers, but in the meaningful connections you build with your audience. Remember, social media is just one piece of the puzzle. It's a powerful tool, yes, but it's not the only tool in your toolbox. The real magic happens when you balance your efforts with a mix of engagement, meaningful content, and diverse ways to attract leads. This balanced approach ensures that you are not putting all your eggs in one basket. You are diversifying your efforts, reducing the risk of burnout, and creating multiple paths for potential clients to find you and connect with you. You see, the key to overcoming that love hate relationship with social media is realizing that you are in control. You decide how to use it, how much energy to invest, and how to balance it with other strategies that work for you. Don't let the overwhelm make you forget why you started in the first place. You have something valuable to offer, a message that needs to be heard, and people out there who needs exactly what you have to give. So when you feel the weight of social media bearing down on you, remember that you are not alone. It's okay to step back, reevaluate, and refine your strategy to make sure it serves you, not the other way around. You got this. You are capable of creating a strategy that feels good, one that is sustainable, and one that brings you joy. And remember, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Together, we can turn that love hate relationship into a love love relationship where social media feels less like a chore than more like an extension of your passion and your purpose. Thanks for joining another episode of At What Point. I hope today's conversation sparks some inspiration for your journey of growth and transformation. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to visit katherinebeltran.com/podcast for show notes, special discounts on coaching packages, and freebies to help you keep moving forward. And last but not least, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a show. See you next time.